of a career in graphic design. In this video, I'm going to speak about 7 different ways in which you can work as a graphic designer. So stay tuned. So we all know that graphic design is a form of communication, but in the visual form. So in this time and age, especially after the pandemic, there has been a lot of changes that are going on. A lot of companies, big and small, even conservative ones who have never been online before, have started showing visibility online. This is mainly to reach into more people, and also common people all over the world are spending more time online. Brands and companies have started using this as an opportunity to reach more people through the online mode, which means that they will be in requirement of a lot of graphics and a lot of attractive imagery to attract more customers. So this is where graphic designers stand a lot of chance. The first one is branding. Through the branding process, a company or a brand is able to communicate to the world the kind of tone, the kind of personality they want to portray as a brand. So it is the graphic designer's job to bring this to life. For example, if you have a client who wants you to do branding for them, then they would describe what they want or what they have in mind in a set of words, in the form of words. And after having interacted with the client, the graphic designer should be able to bring in the kind of colors that they want to use, the kind of typography, the kind of imagery, and the kind of objects they want to use in their branding. So with some communication with the client, this can be decided and visually brought into life. And once the branding elements are decided, that is used consistently across all the branding elements of that particular brand or company. So this will include their packaging, their advertising, their logo, their brochures, their flyers, and wherever the brand makes themselves visible, they will use the same set of color elements, the same set of kind of typography, and the same kind of imagery. So they will not deviate from that personality. So for this, the graphic designer's job plays a crucial role. And logo design is also a part of the branding process. So logo design is also a very important part because it is like the photograph or the signature of the brand, the visual signature of the brand. So thus graphic designers play a very important role in the branding process. The next one is packaging design. Packaging design is also an extension of the branding process, especially for a company which sells physical products, whether they sell it online or offline. Packaging design plays an important role. So once the branding process is completed, the same theme or the mood which is decided during the branding process is used in the packaging. So again, graphic designers come into play in this area. So packaging plays a very important role in selling products. So you would have noticed that when you order something online, or when you go and buy something in person, and the way the product is packaged makes a lot of difference. Most of the time the brands make sure that they create such attractive graphics in par with their branding, and then apply it on their packages also, and they give it to you like they're giving you a gift. So it is a kind of experience that they create for the customers. So we can well understand how much of a role a graphic designer plays in this. So the next one is advertising. So advertising is generally done for marketing purposes, and usually companies want to do the best marketing in order to achieve or reach more of their target audience. And advertising or marketing, more and more graphics come into play, and Graphic designers play a crucial role in marketing and advertising. Sometimes even video marketing is used, and even in the videos, graphic designers need to create a lot of interesting graphics to be included in the videos. So advertising is also a place where graphic designers play a very important role. The next one is publications. So, what do you notice on a magazine? First of all, a very attractive cover page, and it usually has a very attractive photograph along with some really highlighting text. And once you skim through the magazine, inside also you will find a lot of layouts being planned out, a lot of images and text put together. So, all these are part of graphic design. And also with this point I have spoken about previously also regarding advertising. So inside magazines you will see a lot of advertisements where graphic design comes into play. So as a graphic designer you can also work with Vogue or GQ or any of the publications that you read every day. The next one is graphic design for physical spaces, or in other words, graphic design for interiors. So, you would have noticed when you go to a cafe or a restaurant, or in some public places like train stations, or even in offices, even in sometimes, even in some homes, there will be some kind of graffiti on the walls. So this is also an area where graphic designers can work through. Based on the kind of design that is required, either the design is first created by hand. Some designers even do the painting directly on the wall, but most of the graphic design is also created on the computer using these design softwares like Photoshop and Illustrator, and then later on printed and translated onto the wall. So this is usually done especially in places like cafes to create an ambience or to portray their brand appearance. So if you are thinking of becoming a graphic designer, this is also an interesting area to work with. Sometimes graphic designers also collaborate with architects and interior designers to do this kind of work. The next one is graphic designers for stationery. So, did you know that there is this entire sector of graphic designers who work for the stationery industry, where fancy notebooks and attractive calendars are being created and for which graphic designers are wanted? So, if you are looking forward to be a graphic designer, this is also an area that you can look into. So, last but not least, another sector that a graphic designer can work in is in fashion design. So, you must have heard of t shirt graphics, and a lot of us own a couple of t shirts with a lot of interesting graphics on them, printed on them. So, this graphic and print industry for fashion, for t shirts and garments, is also a very good sector to work with. So we have come to the end of this video and we have seen the different sectors in which you can work as a graphic designer. But no matter which sector of graphic design you are going to work or plan to work, as long as you understand the design principles and have a thorough knowledge in Adobe, Photoshop and Illustrator, you can apply on your knowledge in any sector of graphic design. You can even work in multiple sectors of graphic design. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you liked the video, please do hit the like button and please do subscribe. See you soon in another video.